Our guest here needs no introduction, so I'm not going to waste much time. Troubled days, tough playing conditions.
So, is that a question or an observation?
A question.
Well, things are a little complicated because I think lot of changes in lot of accounts, some very important ones, and it isn't specific to us. I think that's the state of the world. If you go anywhere in the world and ask probably any foreign minister, they probably give you the same answer.
It's true. But we all have been so focused on the US conversation. It's sort of taken over everything else and a lot of the mind space. Now, we all are fondly remembering those days when the reset happened. We're talking about at least 2.5 decades of work. You were at the start. How do you feel today?
Well, look, I've always maintained that what has been happening for the last 25 years, I would, even in my writings or other occasions, I've really sort of identified probably Clinton's visit as the major inflection point, then the nuclear deal as the next one, then probably PM Modi's visit in 2014 as the next one. So we've had developments. I would say the overall trend has always been net positive. It's not like we have not had issues with the US. We've had. I remember, for example, a lot of pressures we got on Pakistan during the George Bush time, at the very time when nuclear deal was also being negotiated. There have been issues. There were issues even with China. During Obama's time, there was this whole idea of a G2. What happens with the passage of time, everything looks smooth and nice, and you think this was preordained and it was going to happen. The reality is, it's always, relations, particularly with big countries who have multiple stakes, and we ourselves today are a big country also with multiple relations. They are bound to, there'll be areas where you work together, there'll be areas where you argue with each other. That's the nature of it. I think the key would be to say, okay, at the end of it all, overall, are you ahead? And that's been largely the trend. Yes, right now, I think there are issues. It's pretty open. But I would not, therefore, take it, first of all, it's not that we've not had issues before. And I would not say, therefore, other parts of the relationship where the convergences are strong and things are moving, that's not there. That is very much there.
But you've not had a US president come down so hard on India publicly, and also his key advisors, and then slapping you with tariffs and now national security tariffs at the same time when we have a strategic relationship. We need to explain this or understand this for the audience also and generally.
Well, we've not had a US president who's conducted foreign policy as publicly as the current one. That itself is a departure. That's not limited to India. That's limited. In fact, for that matter, who's not conducted his domestic policies as publicly as this one too. So I think we got to understand, before I come to India-US, that the President Trump's way of dealing with the world, even dealing with his own country, is a very major departure from the traditional orthodox manner of doing so. I'm just giving you some examples. Say, the applications of tariff in this manner, even for trade, is novel. The application of tariffs for non-trade issues is even more so. The fact that a lot of this is said in public, often the first pronouncement is in public, is even more unusual. So this is a situation which the entire world is facing. Now, where we are concerned, I think we have at this moment three issues. First of all, trade. And I think, in my mind, that's really the major issue in terms of the negotiations which are underway. And, negotiations are still going on. But the bottom line is, we have some red lines.